When
I think
stuff's
there's
touching me,
another
it's
way to
distract-
set it up so it's not distracting you. You want to put it behind here somehow?
I think this is okay. Sorry.
Okay. So we're doing The Internet Has Spoken.
That's what we're going to call this series. I don't know what we called it last time.
I think
it was
that's it.
Something like that.
Yes. This is when we pick a couple movies and we look at some reviews and share what the world thinks about it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because people got opinions.
Yeah.
Just like us.
I did an older one and Dana did a most recent one that we saw in the theaters together.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got?
Mine is, I picked Immaculate, which came out this year, 2024.
And I'm going to be doing, I know what you did last summer from 1997. 1997.
Yes. All right, I'll get into Immaculate. Spoilers ahead in case you have not seen it, because it only came out last month.
Yeah.
The release date it actually premiered at South by Southwest on March 12th of this year, and it released in the theaters March 22nd. And we saw it Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect timing. The budget was, according to Collider.com, was $9 million. And as of April 1st, beginning of this month, it's grossed $21 million. Opening weekend box office domestic was $5.3 million. So I'm surprised that it did so well.
I'm not. I mean,
it exceeded what I thought, I guess, from according to a lot of the ratings. I guess.
mean, obviously it's because of I think Sydney Sweeney star power. You know, she's very popular right now. So I figure with her alone, people will go see it.
Yeah.
And her titties were in it. So
yeah.
Yeah, like her tits were in it. You should see it.
I never even saw Euphoria or whatever else she's in.
My cousin watches it. The teenagers, they watch it. They love it, I guess.
I don't even know what it's about.
It's about kids who go to kids who go to a high school named Euphoria. I'm like,
That's the high school name?
yeah.
Oh.
And they do drugs and they dress
Well, that
really
makes
cool.
sense. Well, they just wanted them to do drugs because they named the high school that.
It sounds
Clearly.
dumb. It sounds dumb already to me. I don't know.
Is that the one that Jacob Elordi is into?
I don't know who that is. You have to show me a
The
picture.
tall one. That did Elvis and Priscilla.
Oh,
He was in Saltburn.
he plays a teenager?
I guess.
I don't know.
Is he in that too? I don't know.
I don't watch it. I don't know.
I would watch it for
I have to ask my
him.
cousin what's her thoughts on.
I guess I can just Google it.
You
I would
know.
watch it if he's in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. My first review is from IMDb. Actually, all my reviews are from IMDb. I find them to be some of the most entertaining
Really?
or easiest to find as well.
I
'Cause I'm
decided to
lazy.
do the Goog.
So, all right, from IMDb, a 1 out of 10, titled Blasphemy by Taurus Hulk. Sleepy nonsense with too many boring and meaningless long shots. The cinematography was boring and stiff. Quite boring waste of time and money at triple speed to watch. Short-sighted, trivial, tasteless, lengthy. Precisely, this is just another commercial that has been originated by Moron Tobacco Company. Speechless. So embarrassing, horrible, ridiculous. The director unbridled cheapening of time. Not only caused great physical and mental discomfort to the audience, do nothing, just smoking. Revealed his extremely low directorial ability, ridiculous, so embarrassing, meaningless argument, inflexible, stiff, fallen, long-winded, every scene just smoking only. If don't know how to make a film, just donate money, -10 for rating. 7 out of 16 found this helpful.
Well, I mean, I don't know how accurate in the, the priest and nun world, but obviously Europeans, they be a smoking. But I don't know about
it's Italy.
It is,
When
but
we were there,
I don't
everybody
know.
smoked.
I don't
Not
know
everybody, but a lot of
if
people.
the priests and all kind of like don't do that as a part of their, suffering for God or whatever.
Right.
But apparently not, I guess.
It's funny because the reviewer's name is Taurus Hulk, and it sounds like the Hulk is talking. Like, sleepy,
Yeah.
nonsense, too many boring minutes,
Fire
too much
bad.
smoking. Yeah.
Fire bad, something good. Yeah, that's what Frankenstein. You're right, or something.
The Hulk, yeah.
Maybe English is not his first language.
Yeah.
Or he does what you do and like wrestle people and then get too stupid in the head.
Whatever.
I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, I do agree about the marble ad, I guess. There's a lot of smoking.
I don't even remember there being that much
Yes.
smoking.
I was like, look, we both been to Italy. They love to smoke. But
Yeah.
I didn't know
We
if
both
that
saw it.
applied to nuns and priests.
Yeah, I just feel like it's. Who am I to say? Yeah. I didn't go to a convent to see if they smoked in Italy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's the truth when you're a nun in Italy.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny because Taurus Hulk sounded like the Hulk was speaking all of these. Just
sound like he got a good old what's it? Thor? Because what is that word? That book we used to get?
Thesaurus?
Thesaurus, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It just sounds like he went and picked all these horrible words.
Yeah, he opened a thesaurus from middle school and just gave it to us.
He's like, what is a synonym for tasteless?
What
is a synonym for meaningless argument? What is a synonym for inflexible? And he just went with all the ones they gave you from the website or the book.
Okay. All right.
He mad. He big mad about that smoking.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going. Okay. Here's mine. 1 star by Claire Clear. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Appalling in every way except the settings. Typical marble and beautiful vast halls in a tranquil Italian countryside. No nun would have such an opulent bedroom or be allowed long hair, by the way. The whole thing was ridiculous. Really? And the storyline, what there was of it, was tiring and rehashed nonsense. With the usual evil, sinister nuns and mad priests set in modern times, yet surprisingly, there was no electricity, light, just candles at night for the by now long overworked atmospheric effect. No nuns ate so well and so sumptuous dinners, nor apart from hanging a few sheets, did any of them see to do any work. Yeah, they were drying a lot of sheets in the sun.
They were doing a lot of laundry.
Right. The mass rituals substance were out to date and totally inaccurate. All just a concerted effort to create all just a concerted effort to create an aura of menace, but failing miserably to the discerning eye, as it was without any substance, and it was just a parody of the old Hammer films. And we just learned that what that was from apparently Hammer films are gothic horror. Mm-hmm. This kind of setting, the aesthetic of it all, with ghosts and shit. No matter how bored you are, don't waste your money or time. Go for a walk. It doesn't deserve even 1 star, but I had to award it something to post this review. 50 people found this helpful.
Damn.
I agree. Yeah, I just forget. Yeah,
I'm like, is she a nun? How does she know exactly how the nunneries? I'm just kidding. The convents are compared to movie.
Who knows? But yeah, they were drying sheets and walking around with candles.
Smoking cigarettes. I'm surprised she didn't mention that. Or did she?
No.
Okay. I'm surprised. She was critical of every damn thing else.
Yeah. That was the 1 star.
Okay. She big mad too.
You got any more bad reviews for this one?
I have one more.
Okay.
1 out of 10. Called Tropes, Gore, and Then Nap Time by Matt Gray 43022. Can you stop subjecting us to this woman's face? It's bad enough that we have to endure her in Euphoria. Almost good. It's taking so long between seasons. She sucked in White Lotus. I mean, if you think playing yourself is good, yes, she was a stuck-up bitch, LOL. Who the hell is going to buy her as a nun? She's known as the town bicycle, LOL. Everyone will get a ride eventually. The pool for good actors is gone, and they are all too old, just like me, right, kids? Hollywood just decides shoddy people are actors and throws them in our face. Looking at you, Lady Gaga and Kim K. Excuse you, Matt Gray. But please don't make me actually look. Yuck. LOL. At least Kim had it before she married that idiot. Make a quality film with competent actors, for fuck's sake. 10 out of 23 found this helpful. How dare you bring Lady Gaga, our Lady Gaga.
Yeah, she did good. She did good in the stuff I seen her. The stuff, obviously, American Horror Story.
Yeah, and A Star Is Born, and she's going to be in the next Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good.
Anything Joaquin Phoenix.
I mean, I say this. How do you say it? Sydney Sweeney. Actually, I think she is a good actress because, like I said, the only thing I saw her in, I think I mentioned this before, is Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
She played that very well, being a pure person. So
not so pure after all.
Yeah, town bicycle, whatever. But I don't know. Maybe it's not her fault. Maybe it's the direction she did. I thought she acted okay in it.
He probably didn't even know she was in The Handmaid's Tale. To be honest.
And obviously, if he hates her so much, like, I feel like went to this movie to specifically see her, a person that he does not like.
Right? Just so he can
that he
bitch about
watches.
it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do that too. I hate watch
That's true.
stuff.
Yeah.
JLo, you know.
Yes. Yes, I still have to watch that documentary.
Yeah. Yeah, do it. Watch the movie.
Maybe next week.
Watch the movie.
Well, Greg and I are going to try to watch both, so.
Do it. Yeah.
We might need to take a whole weekend for it. I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So those are the bad ones. What did you think was bad about this movie? Or did you think it was all good?
Okay, so initially when we went to watch it, we gave it like, I don't remember what you gave it, but I gave it like a 1.5 up. Or no, a thumb. A sideways thumb and one down.
I thought I did the same thing, but I guess
Maybe
I did one thumbs up and one down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get it. We're doing the whole, Rosemary's Baby. I just thought her acting was good. Yeah.
You said they tried to Jurassic Park us.
Yeah, like,
which was very
that's
perfect.
How I felt.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have this big old explanations like, whoa, excuse me.
Yes.
Math isn't about math.
Yes.
Of getting pregnant by Jesus just from the blood of his cross.
Yeah.
So it's just,
I was like, genetically, how is this working?
That's not possible. It's just this, like, this priest who I knew who was thirsty for her, who obviously fucked her. I could see it in his eyes.
Yes, I don't understand. I remember
That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so we went with some of my scientist coworkers too, and like their husbands and stuff, and like we were still all just like, wait, what was this? Did they make an embryo first?
Yeah, they try to skip over like, whoa, no, you got to explain the science part. Don't skip over that.
I was like, what? Yeah, they tried to Jurassic Park, but at least Jurassic Park like made sense.
I believed it.
Yeah, it's much more believable.
And the proof was in the pudding. I read the book, and he made it believable in the book. That's how detailed it was. This Michael Crichton, whatever his name was.
Crichton. Is that right?
Yeah, I remember reading it. I was 10 years old.
Dang.
Reading that book. Explain the Yeah. Love big books. love books. Always love books.
On your face right now. Your eyes got all squinty, and you're just like, I love them so much.
I do love books. Yeah, I was reading those big old Stephen King books when I was like 10.
Oh my god, yeah. Stephen King was one of the big books that I started reading, like Pet Sematary and shit
Dean
like
Koontz.
that.
I read a lot of Dean Koontz novels when I was.
What were you, like a 45-year-old woman in the 80s?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's what I read.
Oh, so funny. You stole it from your mom, didn't you?
Huh?
You stole it from your mom, didn't you?
No, she probably would throw those books away too.
Oh, wow.
The covers look a little, satanic a little bit. They're a little eerie looking.
Yeah.
I still have those paperbacks. Very nice. I don't know. But yeah,
yeah, like I just, I thought it was very Rosemary's Baby at the end. I didn't like how they didn't discuss the genetics part of it. I feel like they just glossed over that and like went for. I like the gore. I thought the gore was good. I like the story idea, but, but I do have 2 good reviews, and some of them what they said kind of made me change my vote a little bit.
Let's hear. The thing is, there was another movie that came out that I watched that superseded this, that had the same kind of
The First Omen.
Yeah, The First Omen, and they did it to a T.
See that one still.
It was everything was hitting for that movie. This missed the mark. It could have did that, but it didn't. So that's why I'm comparing these two. I'm like,
I see. So we have such strong
feelings.
Sorry,
Sorry, this is like the PG version with the shitting the baby at the end and just getting in a taxi and going back to Oklahoma or where the fuck she's from.
A rock on its head. I'm like, can I just see? I understand.
I know the blue balls at all. Like I get it, the Rosemary Berry, but I wanted to see it.
I know, just a little
peek.
But fine.
All right. So yeah, let's hear these reviews that may have changed your perspective.
I have a 10 out of 10 titled Raw and Artsy by Mohoam, whatever that is. Mohoam. Warning, spoilers. I don't know why it says that on here, but not the other ones. But okay, IMDb.
Because they wanted to spoil it for you. It's like, I did it. I don't even want to warn you.
I don't know. I've never left a review on IMDb, but I guess there's like a drop down to select it if you do.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to warn you. I want you to.
Like, haha, I got you. I just ruined it for you.
I just ruined it. Yeah.
All right. I rarely write a review here, but I think this movie deserves better from the current
special.
ratings.
We're blessed right now. I rarely write a review. Oh, okay.
You shouldn't have.
You shouldn't have. Excuse me. So my matter, and it's important because I rarely do this.
Right.
All
So
right,
I
go
don't do
ahead.
this often, guys. So gather around.
Gather around.
It isn't your typical jump scare movie. It's more about how religion fanaticism can take you far, how religion can blind you to a point where you don't see the evil within what you're doing. Within what you're doing. I would say it's Rosemary's Baby meets Midsommar. It's a little gore, a little artistic, and cult follower. Sydney Sweeney does great as the naive but strong novice who has no idea what is happening to her, but is starting to notice something isn't right around her. I think most people didn't like it because it's not like The Conjuring, The Nun, or something Hollywood predictable. Still worth watching. 2 out of 6 found this helpful.
Yeah.
I like the comparison to Midsommar.
No,
That's what I like.
I recognized that right away when I was watching it.
I didn't think about it, but until now. But yes,
when I saw it on the big screen, I got that right away. Where she's just like, "Okay, this is fucking happening. I'm having the baby of Jesus," and she has like the aesthetically beautiful, looking like, you know,
they raise her up.
Yeah, with the rays and everything.
Yeah, and they're worshiping her. She's the special one.
Okay. So mine is a 5 out of 5. This is by Christopher Malevich.
Is this also Google too?
Yes.
All of them. Okay.
Yeah. Short version. Go see this modern take on Catholic belief. It's worth it. On the spoiler. Here we go. First of all, hats off to Sydney Teeny. What? Sydney Sweeney. Sydney. What is her name? Sydney Sweeney, who I swear is in every movie nowadays. She mustn't sleep. And after this film, she can challenge Jamie Lee Curtis as Scream Queen.
Wow.
Girl, get
bold.
it. Girl, get it. Catholic mythology horror movies are one of my favorite genres, as my regular readers are aware, so I was very eager to see Immaculate. Regular readers.
I know. I'm like, well,
Okay.
You have a following on Google reviews?
In his head. I don't know. The premise is a young naivete comes to Italy. Naivete comes to Italy to work in a 17th century convent and hospital. Sister Cecilia, serving retired and dying sisters. I read that like when a drag queen says you're serving realness. Like, no, I read that wrong.
You had your hand on your hip too.
Serving retired and dying sisters.
Slay, sister.
Not
slay.
It's serving. No, it's we. This is what we do here. We take care of
the elderly. Our elderly.
It is grim but essential work so that they can die with dignity and around familiar surroundings. I'm all for that. Sure.
Did they die with dignity though?
Well, they have one wandering around all
She
loony.
couldn't have been the only
and they
one.
would tie her down. Like, don't worry about sister.
She wasn't the only one that they did the experiments on. You know, so she couldn't have been. They had too many embryos in the jars in the basement.
Right. But then our innocent Cecilia finds that she is with child, having not had sex. Normally, that means we are down the rabbit hole of demonology, stories written in languages long forgotten, sacrifices, weird happenings, but no, not this time, and I applaud the filmmakers for this. I have not seen a movie like this before, and I was enthralled by it. Maybe he's too young to have seen Jurassic Park to be wow. Okay, why? Science! One of the iron nails said to have held Jesus to the cross is stored there after being transported from Jerusalem. Why this has to be St. Stephen's catacombs beneath the convent doesn't seem to be relevant, but it was mentioned. Being the celebrated first martyr in Christianity, perhaps this was done to parallel the first success of what is going on with Cecilia. When you said that, it doesn't. You even said, I don't know why the catacombs were mentioned, but that doesn't matter.
Right.
Science.
I know. I'm like, but there wasn't a lot of real good stuff. Sorry, keep
the
going.
nail proves to be the pivotal plot point, as the movie finally answers a question that I've always had. Really? If these relics scattered throughout the world touch Jesus or have his blood on it, why can't the DNA be mapped? Well, guess what, happy readers? The DNA was mapped, and crazy science priests have been implanting clones into unsuspecting nuns. If the child does not start to grow or isn't healthy or anything goes wrong, the nun is then killed. The very beginning of the film documents this cruelty by burying a girl alive in a scene that goes on for so long. I was starting to feel claustrophobic. This film doesn't contain a single supernatural element. With today's technology, this is a plausible story. Plausible enough anyway. There are jump scares, especially since the convent does house sisters who have dementia. At least this film treats them with dignity and doesn't insult mental illness as castaway characters. And that ending, my God, you go, Cecilia. 73 people found this helpful.
Wow.
Look.
I'm sorry.
Am I reading this wrong? He's like, it's all makes sense. Science.
I like how he's like, there's nothing demon related about this, yet she gives birth to some monster. Yeah. But they won't show it. But we all know it's evil. So I'm like, no, baby, it's a demon. It's half demon, apparently. Right?
Right?
Otherwise, if it looked normal, do you think she would have thrown a rock on its head? No.
I don't know. Sometimes maybe I give it up to people who are not desensitized or have had our palate. We have a bigger palate because we've seen so many horror movies. Mm-hmm. It's going to take a bit for me to be wowed because we can compare it to a lot of good shit. And maybe you haven't seen a lot of movies, sweetie. I don't know. Yeah. And this did it for you, but that's fine. If he was excited to see it, that's fine.
What's his name again?
Slay Queen. Yes. Christopher Malevich.
Christopher.
Yeah.
No. I'm happy you're happy with it.
Yeah, I'm happy you're happy with it, but I'm reading his explanation for the science and it makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
The nail proved to be the pivotal plot point.
I mean,
I was like, what?
Yes, but it didn't give what it was supposed to give.
Look, read Jurassic Park.
I know.
And then you come back and tell me this.
Clearly, he did not see Jurassic Park because they really spelled it out.
That sold it. You. That makes so...
Even as a child, when we were children, when it came out, it made sense.
Yeah. Even as an adult, I still buy that theory.
Yeah.
100 million years ago, there were mosquitoes fed on the blood of animals, even dinosaurs.
You know, and then we extract the DNA from the amber of the mosquito. And what do you get?
See, that's the link.
Yes, that's the link.
That's the link that they left out.
Yes,
the extraction. And then what they put it into to grow
the embryo,
and then they implant. I guess it's like IVF. I don't know.
Yes, IVF.
Like
something
IVF. Like they already
it
grew
made
the embryo.
sense.
But I'm like, but what egg did you use? Because it wasn't hers. Anyway, I don't think.
No,
because they already implanted it early. Whatever.
No,
Christopher. Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. You got a good review?
Yes. My short 10 out of 10 is titled If Hammer Horror Films and Argento Had a Baby by Destiny West. Wow. Immaculate is flawless, beautiful, creepy, sinister, and horrific, all blended together to make a true horror masterpiece. Masterpiece. Which nowadays is few and far in between. I know that this film won't be to everyone's taste, especially those who like their movies spoon-fed to them with predictable jump scares. Okay, Destiny. Immaculate is like if Hammer Horror Films and Dario Argento had a baby together. Sydney Sweeney is magnificent in her role as Sister Cecilia. I can't wait to see how her career flourishes, and hopefully we get to see her in more horror films and championing their production. I can't recommend Immaculate enough. Superb. It will be a go-to film for me. I can't wait to add it to my collection. 5 out of 11 found this helpful.
All right. No. You can talk when you see First Film and you'll be like, that's how it's done. I'm telling you.
You see what?
You can talk so she can compare what it, Argento is supposed to look like. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. She liked it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny.
That's a hard. Never mind. That's a fine name for a child. That's fine.
Why did you even bring it up?
I'm sorry. I put it up there with name your child Mercedes, something like that.
Okay. Porsche.
Okay.
No offense to the Porsches and Destinies.
Oh my God. There is a woman on TikTok. She named her child Special.
She has
mental
disability or physical
so she brought her to the doctor's office and the nurse was like, why did you name your child Special? And it was spelled CHIEAL with the E, all
special, like
something
Michelle,
like that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorry. You don't do that.
Oh wow. No offense to the child or the
that's
mother.
Taking it too far, right?
That's.
I get what she's trying to do.
Like if she grows up and understands that, she's gonna hate you for that.
I don't think it's appropriate.
That's child abuse.
I think it is. I don't think it's appropriate.
No, I don't think so either.
Her daughter has Down syndrome, and she named her Special. Yeah, she's a very loud Dominican lady. Loves her daughter, who she named Special.
I told. Sorry, it reminded me of. Remember how I told you like my dad like didn't spend time with us, like ever, but he would pay. He would send money to the children in Africa.
I know. I can't get over that.
And that reminds me, like we would get letters. He would get letters. I wasn't sending him anything. I was like 10. Like he would get a letter back from them, and he was sending money to a girl named Beautiful. Mm-hmm. I think we saw a picture of her.
That I'm not.
I don't remember if
upset
she was
at.
beautiful or not.
But that would be bad if the child did not come out.
What's the word?
In a societal norm of
what's
attractive.
considered beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, that would be. Ooh. All right, just think about it. Just think about it, parents. That's all. What's this going to play out when they grow up? It's just putting that out there. Yeah. Think about the future.
Yes, because they might not like you.
They may not like that.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I like my name.
I love my name.
Yeah, I love my name too.
Yeah.
My mom said she named me Dana because there was one girl in high school she went to high school with. Wait, what did I just say?
Well, okay. There's one girl that she went to high school with.
My brain is not right lately. No, she went to high school with a girl named Dana, and she'd never heard that name before. And she thought it was unique.
What?
And Swanee, Georgia,
oh my God.
in the 50s.
She never heard the name Dana
50s
before?
and 60s and Swanee. No, it was all Linda and Bernice. That's my...
Oh, that is hilarious to me. Oh my God.
It's Barbara. You're probably Barbara, like your mom, like...
I'm just saying, we grew up, like my grandmother, she made names and we were surrounded by special names. No, she's not working. Creative names. To never hear Dana, wow. Yeah. That's interesting. It was so exotic to me. Yeah. So I named my child.
I mean, she married a Spanish man because she said she wanted her babies to have brown eyes because she has blue eyes.
Okay.
And I was like, thanks for these shit brown eyes.
Does your sister have brown eyes?
Mm-hmm. My brother did too. Oh. I'm just like, thanks for these shit brown eyes and this shit ass dad. But okay.
I used to hate my eyes too. It's like, oh, my eyes are like dark and they're not
boring.
Yeah, I'm boring.
Now I love them
because they're not even like the dark Hispanic brown, because there's a difference like that.
Do
burning.
I have the dark Hispanic brown?
I don't know.
Thought we had the same color eyes.
I don't know. There's a difference, you can tell, like with the Spanish dark eyes, but I think mine are just regular dark.
I never knew that. I've never heard that. Who told you that?
It's not who told me, it's from my observation. Okay. Just what I see. It looks different to me. Yeah.
Well,
anyway, all right, Dana,
where were we? 10 out of 10, titled Rosemary Has Her Revenge. Cecilia is the New Mary by Klaus 24. Warning, spoilers. Immaculate is not easy to interpret and understand fully. That's not the...
That's an understatement. Don't worry about the signs, baby. That's what... No, it's not easy. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
It's not easy to interpret and understand fully. That's not the intention when you make a horror movie. Some people said it's... Calm down.
I'm sorry. I just can't.
You're just like...
I just can't.
Puffed out air. Some people said it's blasphemous and anti-Christian or anti-religious. Others said it was about the corruption of the church or abortion or just a bad copycat of Rosemary's Baby. But they're all wrong.
Oh.
Are they? Everybody's wrong.
That's good.
Actually, I had the impression that this is a deeply religious film. The reasons are these. Cecilia is really invested in her faith. So much that she has no problems at all with punishing those devious priests and nuns for their abominations. She kills 3 of them, the most powerful ones. In this way, she also avenges herself. She was saved for a reason from drowning when she was younger, she said, and she finally understood that her new home was that convent. Her mission was banishing evil from it, and she succeeded. Furthermore, she is presented at the beginning with a relic from the, quote, true cross of Christ, the one found in Jerusalem by Helena, the mother of Constantine the Great.
Must be a real thing, or supposedly a real thing. It sounds like it, right?
I guess.
All right, go ahead.
The mean of this relic is to be revered and worshipped by believers and clergy, not to be used for, quote, scientific means. With that, she strikes her last enemy, because a relic can be used to fight against demons and the devil. Father Tedeschi stands here for the devil. Lastly, on the cross Jesus took, sorry, she wrote Justice instead of Jesus. I'm like, Judas? No. Jesus took on himself all human sins and died for us all, while Cecilia took all of the evil inside her womb and destroyed it after it was born. Like Mary crushed the head of the serpent. This could seem blasphemous, but after all, isn't it what a good human being should do? To sacrifice oneself in order to save others in need or the whole world, such in this case. And she's a woman of faith, so it fits even more. So I don't pretend to understand it perfectly. Maybe I got it wholly wrong, but I think it's really ingenuous? I don't know. Is really whatever to dismiss this movie as just a gory, bloody horror. It's a work of art and a great attempt from Sydney to be seen as more than a hot girl. She seems comfortable and believable enough in her role, and what other people said about the difficulty of buying her as a nun just proves how lots of us see her. I love how she can be really sexy in a movie and in the next so pure. Overall, the movie is strong, fast-paced, but without too much jump-scaring scenes that would make it unwatchable. And Mike Mohan is a genius. His works with Sid, or he's on first name, nickname, Sid, are always amazing. Great duo. The setting is perfect, and the transition, that's a typo that they put. Transition from English to Italian, really well done. Hope Sid learns some Italian. She says something in it in the movie, and she'll come to promote Immaculate in Italy ASAP. 6 out of 11 found this helpful.
Yeah, I think with his interpretation, he or she, is he?
Klaus, your interpretation, was he German? Probably.
I think you're taking liberties and finding, maybe you draw conclusions of what the director didn't even think of. I don't want to say he's that. You know what? Maybe the director was trying to make that point.
Yeah.
About her representing the pureness and everything like that.
She's coming to save the world, or like at least that convent to.
But I still think they took cheap shots with the film while having gratuitous titty action, like to maybe help sell it. I mean,
right.
It was like in the scene, like that wasn't necessary. Like, they're all in the bathhouse, and they're all wearing the see-through skivvies that are like sticking to their skin,
like
and
they
you see
bathe in their underwear.
They're bathed in their underwear, but you
garments.
can like clearly see.
Titties.
I just thought it was like I don't know, an added like reason for maybe people to go see the movie with Sweeney Todd. I don't know.
Sweeney Todd.
Whatever her name is.
It's a play.
Yeah, I know.
Sydney
Sweeney. So yeah.
What did you call her earlier?
Sweeney Todd.
No, earlier before that you called her.
I don't know.
I forgot. No.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, she's a good actor. Okay. I'm just saying all these themes were explored and done well in First Omen.
Okay.
So that's why I could compare and say,
okay,
that did it for me. And this, I was just like, at the end of the movie, it's like, you know?
Yeah, and I didn't even see it, and I thought that. But I do like that Klaus broke this down, because it all makes sense to me. But I have not seen the First Omen, and I do like it for that. I just, I feel like if they, like I said, if they would explain the science part better.
You can't just go. Yeah, I get it. Not like. Your friend just sent us an article about a movie that we saw recently. And it's like, good horror films don't always have to be neatly packaged with an explanation, but sometimes they do. Sometimes for it to be the believable factor, you know, not always, but what comes to that, the details.
Had some loose ends that could have tied up.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I get it. The, vagueness of some things that you draw your own conclusions, but for the science part, you got to get that down if you're going to throw that at me.
Yeah, like you got to have both.
Yeah.
Like I get the religious stuff, like that makes sense. Yes, that's what made me think like, okay, I give it if it's out of 5 stars, okay, I give it a 3.
I just
3 and
can't
a half,
get over
maybe.
it.
But the science part, I'm like,
This guy is
explain
like,
it better.
Why science? The nail proves to be the pivotal plot point. He's like, he was sold. Okay. The DNA was mapped and I'm like, okay.
At first I thought when he said like he was gonna like, here's the link.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
And then
did
it
they
just
do
went to-
that? I don't know. I never looked it up.
And then it was confusing when he was saying, which was what we were left with, confusion. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, if they did that, I mean, if they're looking for like the blood. Oh, I did watch something on the, what what was the thing Jesus was wrapped in after he was taken off the cross, like the cloth?
Oh, his
or whatever.
cloth, yeah. They
Not
put
a
that
cloth,
on
but something
after
else,
Easter.
but-
All the churches hang that outside the cross, the
Oh,
clothing
that's
on the
what
cross.
That's for. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
Sure.
But I watched some documentary on that over 10 years ago, because it kind of had his face imprint on it. Did you see that one?
On the cloth?
Yeah. Like you could see a facial features like on it from his face being pressed.
So you're saying there was like a physical cloth that supposedly Jesus was wrapped in and his face was in it.
Yeah. Yeah, there was it was like a National Geographic.
Are you talking about when I wake up in the morning and I sleep? Say if I slept head first on my pillow and I lift my head up.
And you were wearing makeup.
And wearing makeup. Oh, so you're saying like sweat stains.
I guess.
Or something.
He was tortured and, dirty and
Okay.
blood and
So he had
all
like
over
a-
his face. He had an imprint. There was actual face imprint.
From that.
Yeah. From, I guess, him laying in the tomb,
Okay.
maybe face down. I don't know.
Sure.
And I don't remember if back then they had done. I should have looked at it before I even
So
mentioned
that
it. If they
documentary you
took
watched was
some
to
of that.
prove that Jesus was a real person.
I don't even remember what the point of it was. It was just showing. I don't know, but it was just. I don't even remember. But I watched the whole thing and I was very fascinated, but I wasn't satisfied. But yeah, I'm like,
seen
if
him
they
in my
had-
toast this morning.
if
I
they're
don't need
looking
that blanket.
for-
Linda Lowe says she's looking at an image of Jesus in melted cheese.
If they're looking for, if they have the blood or like the DNA, then why has nobody done anything with it? If they have, I'm dumb. I haven't looked it up. So
I don't know if lineage. Well, there's a lot of priests who claim to be a direct lineage from Jesus. So I don't know if there's no lineage from Jesus because he didn't bear children. So there's
Right.
so there's nothing to
Mary,
extend.
but he had Mary had other kids.
Yeah, but does that even count? They're just like illegitimate, gross children. Jesus is the only one that matters.
That's true. Because if she had the other kids, that was just with Joseph.
This is with
right?
Joseph. Who cares about him? Every movie I've seen with Mary and Joseph, he's like in the back just getting yelled out. Like, dun, ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
He's such a... I felt bad for him if this really happened, that Joseph had to walk around with this woman, an unwed, pregnant woman, and it's not even his. Oh my God, that would be so embarrassing. I felt bad for Joseph as a person
He's
in the
like
situation.
He's on Maury.
Yeah.
Imagine like the Maury back then.
When it comes to the matter of baby Jesus, Joseph, you are not the father.
God. Yeah, okay.
And he didn't
Interesting.
leave her.
So I can go to a museum and see this blanket somewhere. I do
don't
want
know
to
where it is
go
now.
where I do want to go where I guess where he was in the nativity. There's the place where he was born, and you have to crawl up into it and kneel.
Bethlehem.
Yeah, something like that.
Like,
I
what
do
was
want
it,
to go
like
there.
a barn or
Yes,
something?
or the location, and they built like a whole church around it where he's supposedly born. I think it's probably in Jerusalem, but yeah, I'll go.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's where he was
There
born.
it is. Look.
I mean, let me see this picture.
Oh wait, no, that's not it. Just kidding. Is it?
What? Let me see.
Oh, it was this one. Sorry.
That's his face imprint from the blood and stuff.
Was it that one?
That looks impossible to make that cleanly.
What was that? I wish I could remember who did the. Oh, was it the face cloth of Jesus?
The face cloth.
Hold on, I can't even see this.
Yeah.
Like, were these his eyes?
Oh, like that's.
I don't even know what part of his face is. I guess it's just his eyes, but it looks like an eyeball.
You're a
imprint,
science
which is
lady.
like-
You know how time
don't
works.
know.
If something
Oh,
had
here it is. Maybe
if
this is
something
it.
had blood on it from
Here.
33 CE, would the blood disintegrate or would it still be?
This was it.
Yeah.
Everyone I see, I'm like, that was it. And then I see, nope,
Oh,
that was
come
it.
on, please.
But it was something like this. Okay, at least
Looks
his
like a
eyelids
creep.
are closed.
But no, seriously, on a science level, if blood was on a cloth from 33 CE, would it still be of substance now to look at, or would it
I
disintegrate?
feel like it probably would. The DNA would have been degraded.
Degraded.
Yeah. So you probably. I don't know what they can do, if they can do anything with degraded DNA. Mm-hmm. Human DNA, because I don't work with human DNA.
Okay.
But I don't know. But anyway, that's the thing. I wish.
It's creepy looking.
Yeah. They just inverted the colors. I think this is the original, and then they just inverted the colors so you could like.
So
see.
he didn't wipe his face. He's just he was wrapped in it
I
in
guess.
a tomb, and they
I
took it
forgot
out.
how they said. Yeah.
All right,
So anyway,
all right,
but I
guys.
guess because I was gonna say also like I was like, well, I know where you can find the blood of Jesus. It's in the Holy Stairs because we visited that when we went a couple years ago.
Because
and there's like a little cutout in the stair, one of the or a couple of the stairs. It's like a little glass looking hole, and you can see this mark.
blood?
Yeah, the blood where he was carrying the cross up the stairs, and that's the one that Constantine's mom brought to Italy or whatever part of Italy. Rome,
All
I
right.
guess. So I was like, you can test that. And I'm like, nope, degraded. So
Okay.
I don't know if they can do anything. I'm not that kind of scientist.
Sure.
so.
I don't care to do the research. For the most part, I can guess. I can get behind that Jesus was a person, but any supernatural element to him, I don't think so. You know.
Who knows?
Who knows? Hey. Okay, yeah. So that was Immaculate. You got any more reviews
No,
from
not
me?
for that movie,
Okay.
no.
Yeah. Like I said, I think we were fair in our assessment, but sure. I agree with people whether they liked it or not. Like, you know, for me, I've just seen so many movies that like I need all the points to hit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a horrible film. It was a good job all in general. It's just the science parts that ruined it for me. It could have been okay if they
Yeah.
just didn't fuck up that part to be act.
Yeah.
You know, that
Yeah,
it
yeah,
could
yeah.
have been fine if they didn't flub that. So that's
Right.
why it gives us the thumbsies, downs and stuff.
Yeah, the half thumbs
Yeah.
and thumbs down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, so
Next.
we're doing my film. Let's flash back to 1997.
Let's.
All right, you're riding in your car, smoking cigarettes, you know, on the way to class, you know, listening to some, you know, Slipknot. No, wait, no, I'm 97. I wasn't in high school yet. 1997, I was in middle school. I take that back. Never mind. I was
How much younger are you than me? I forgot. Because I'm like, I was in high school.
no
in
1997. I was in 8th grade. I was in 8th grade.
All right, you were about to be in high school.
Yeah.
Had a tape deck.
Yeah, 1997. Yeah. What is that group? Fugees is the biggest thing on the radio right now, and yeah, and so I saw this in theaters. I remember. Did you see this in theaters?
Probably, because there's nothing else to do in Snellville where we grew up.
Yeah, I remember I saw this in theaters. Okay, I know what you did that summer. It is 5.8 out of 10 for IMDb. What is it?
IMDb.
And Rotten Tomatoes has 45% by critics and 41% by viewers. The synopsis: year after running over a fisherman. Sounds silly when I say it out loud. 1 year after running over a fisherman and dumping his body in the water, 4 friends reconvene when Julie, Jennifer Love Hewitts, receives a frightening letter telling her that their crime was seen. While pursuing who he thinks is responsible for the letter, Barry, Ryan Felipe, is run over by a man with a meat hook. The bloodletting only increases from there as the killer with the hook continues to stalk Julie, Helen, and Ray. Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
They're still together, too.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that lovely? They look great.
They do. They look great.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this movie was loosely based on, I didn't know it was based on a novel.
I thought you were going to say a real story. I was like,
Yeah, a
what?
novel in 1973, inspired from the urban legends known as The Hook, which is in 80s slashers like Prom Night, The House of Sorority Row. So, and obviously, during this time, you know, its counterpart Scream, like they were both, you know, fighting the box offices, if you will. This came after. Scream came after. And to be honest, I like this movie better than Scream. A lot of people disagree with me. I'm not really for the Scream franchise, but
I saw both of. I mean, I didn't.
I
see
saw
all
both
the Scream
franchises.
movies, but
I mean, yeah.
I vaguely remember this movie.
I remember
it's
very
all in the
well. I used to
title, you know,
rewatch it
but-
when it came on TBS all the time, like in high school and stuff.
Yes. Oh, wow.
So I rewatched it quite a few times because it was on when I had 3 channels to pick from.
Right.
You know.
What else
So
you
yeah,
gonna
I
watch?
watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Made
So
126 million
yeah,
box office worldwide.
the
That's
budget was 17 million. Wow. So wowie wow. Yes. I decided to go with just bad reviews.
okay.
So I have a half star by Mike.
Ooh, a half. What?
Yeah.
Who lets you give half stars? Is
I
that
guess you
Google
can.
too?
This is Google.
Damn, that's cool.
No, this is
Google.
not Google. This is from, I believe, Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Not sure. It says, boy, this movie was bad. First of all, you build up the big story about a bunch of teens who go out joyriding on graduation night and accidentally kill Ben Willis, this freaky old local fisherman. And then there's all this hype and terror about Ben coming back to life and harassing his killers and executing them one by one. And you can't run away from the sins of the past, etc., etc. And then it turns out they didn't even kill him. Are you kidding me? Lame. Why is he stalking and murdering them then? If he didn't get this makes no sense. By throwing in that stupid plot twist where they didn't actually kill him, they actually stopped him from killing someone else. The filmmakers have completely trashed the whole point of the story in the first place. The point about guilt consuming and destroying you unless you let yourself be held accountable. Kevin Williamson and company missed the entire point of Lewis Duncan's original story. No wonder she hated this movie so much. Also, the title is a ripoff of William Castle's 1965 thriller, I Saw What You Did. Also known as I Know Who You Are, I Saw What You Did. And Ryan Felipe is just not convincing as the big, overbearing, hyper-aggressive jock, Barry. He's a miscast here. No, I thought he was the best part of the movie. I liked Ryan. Particularly when Felipe, 5'9", is supposed to be bullying
5'9"? They
yes,
put his height.
Yes. When Felipe, 5'9", is supposed to be bullying Freddie Prinze Jr., who is 6'1". Not very convincing.
Oh my God.
This should have been played by Ben Affleck or Matthew McConaughey. Also, why is the killer randomly picking off people who have nothing to do with any of this, like Max Nurek or Missy? The plot makes no sense. The actors are miscast, and also this really pales in comparison to Williamson's other big thriller that year, Scream, a classic, which really makes this movie look like the complete dreck that it is.
Damn.
He was firm.
Big mad.
I don't know. When I was a kid, I didn't see a lot of films, and I wasn't like having this critical eye like I do now as an adult. It's like, I like this.
I didn't even know there was other ones that sounded the same, or books, or what did he say?
Well, he's getting on into it. Apparently, yeah, I didn't know that. There's like a film from the 60s called I Saw What You Did, a thriller.
Okay, is it about a fisherman with a hook that they
It says
hit?
it's a complete ripoff, so I didn't read the book, so he's saying, yeah, it is. But, artists inspired from other art, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But I thought it was, appropriate for the decade that we lived in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was entertaining for me as a teenager.
Had all the most popular actors and actresses of that period all in one film.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the same with Scream. It had like a killer cast too of everyone who was popular at that time.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my bad review.
Okay.
You got a bad one? I have another bad one, but
I do too.
Go ahead.
1 out of 10. These mine are all from IMDb. 1 out of 10, titled "The Worst Film Ever Made." Full stop. No arguments, please. By Haywood 100. This was written in April of 2003. Like, wow, you waited a long time to write it.
He wanted to think about it carefully before he had to say what he had to say.
Let me marinate on it for a few
Marinate
years.
it, yeah.
No. Even when I don't like a film, I can usually understand why someone else would. I may not agree with them, but I can at least see their side of the argument. Not here. I cannot understand why anyone would like this abomination. Imagine Scream. Now imagine Scream with all the jokes taken out and all the irony removed. What do you have left? I Know What You Did Last Summer. A laughably bad slasher film, the kind of film that Scream was actually poking fun at in the first place. Avoid this like the plague, please. If you watch it, it'll only encourage them to make more. 7 out of 17 found this helpful.
Well, they did. They made 3.
He said no arguments, please.
Oh, what? I'm just telling you.
Do not argue with
They
Haywood
made
100.
3, and then they did a TV series in 2021 apparently, and then now there is a sequel. There's a sequel in the works right now.
For which one?
For I Know What You Did Last Summer. This movie.
Oh, it's not going to be good, probably.
I don't know.
Well, they
reboot everything. Apparently, I stand by my cousin's critique. They have made the series Chucky, and it's actually really good. It has a lot of the original cast from the movie, the early 80s movies, and she says like the series is really good. I might watch it.
You know what?
It's on Netflix, I think.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I take that back. They did a series continuing The Exorcist. Mm-hmm. Was Ellen Burstyn on that too? I can't remember. But it had this really hot Spanish priest, and I can't remember his name, but I follow him on Instagram. And it had I don't know. The storyline was good. I liked it. I actually enjoyed it. I give
Some
it like
things-
a 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah,
So
like-
I was impressed with that one. So
Yeah.
not every remake is shit.
Usually, but
Yes.
sometimes it's done well, and hopefully Jordan Peele will redo People on the Stairs
yeah.
and give it a
He's gonna make that good.
yeah.
I trust him.
I trust. Yeah. So in the right hands, reboots and stuff can't be horrible.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I never even heard of this reboot and stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't even watch the third one. I watched the second one because my girl Brandy was in it. But you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, you got another one?
Yeah, I decided to do 2 bad reviews. So this one is 2 out of 5. And by the way, these reviews were like made 2 years ago. So they probably weren't even about that life. They probably didn't see it like when it first came out
Yeah.
in the 90s, which obviously can have nostalgia for people.
Yeah.
Maybe not them.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't know who these people, who's Freddie Prinze Jr., who's Ryan Felipe? I'm like, excuse me?
I know. How dare you?
How dare you? I'm just
And how
kidding.
old are you?
How old are you? Yeah. All right. Somebody knows, but we were so careful. Yeah, you might want to check those tapes again. All your little crew did after committing vehicular manslaughter was scream and bicker and then throw a guy over the edge of a highway. You weren't exactly the Ocean's 11 of accidentally murdering people. Though its wordy title and strong box office returns gave I Know What You Did Last Summer some pretty enduring name recognition. There really isn't much to write home about with it. Besides some dodgy acting within a relatively predictable structure pulled from better films released 15 years prior, it's a surprisingly slow film with very little payoff. We got a mysterious mass killer out for revenge, whose first victim is somehow totally unrelated to those that wronged him, and then he doesn't kill anybody else for almost an hour. It's mostly just teenagers stumbling around and looking confused. It's patterned on way better slashers and seems to have found success mostly by virtue of fitting into a similar mold as Scream, with the same writer. See, I didn't know that they both were the same movie.
I didn't either.
Just a year after that much better film was released. So people felt strongly about that.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know. I loved it. I don't know why. When it came out, I was living for it.
Yeah.
It was funny to me because it was bad, you know?
Yeah. I remember being entertained by it, but
Yeah. I loved it. Loved it. And I watch it again. I'd do it again.
you think he's cute, don't you?
Yeah, actually, to be honest, he
It's pretty.
wasn't doing it for me. I mean,
It's pretty.
I guess representation for me for hot black guys back then. I guess in the second one they
Yeah.
had
They finally had black people in it.
yeah, but I didn't think he was a hot one. The guy who was in the Brandy video, that boy's mine. What's his name? Malik something. I don't
I can
know.
see his face, but I don't remember his name.
I didn't think he was hot to me. So none of them did. Was there a boy in the 90s that did it for me besides Jordan Catalano, I guess? I don't.
He's white.
Yeah, he is white. But I'm trying to think like anybody
He
else.
still does it for you, weirdo.
Yeah, he does.
Cult, dude. He looks like
Yeah, I'll
he
join
looks
it.
like he would. He looks like he should be the cult leader in Mandy.
Mandy?
That's what he. Yeah.
Mandy?
The
yeah,
movie.
like he was weird. I don't know. I'm
He would
excited.
have played that well.
We'll see what goes
'Cause
on.
That's how he is in real life.
But I can't think of.
Oh, you're going to his concert too. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I
I'll keep
am.
talking
In the
about it.
90s.
I have another 1 out of 10.
Okay.
IMDb. Entitled "I Know What You Should Have Done Last Summer" by Fiendish.
Okay. Okay. Actually, I like. I like.
Yeah, he was proud
like
of that one.
I thought it's cheesy, but I liked it. Okay.
by Fiendish Dramaturgy. I don't know. This was also written in 2003. Spoilers. I honestly do not understand the large following these movies enjoy. The acting, especially that of Miss Hewitt, is amateurish at best.
He's just out there and he's watching us and waiting. What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
The plot is non-existent, the direction was far below par, and the, quote, scares are wholly lacking in effectiveness. Furthermore, the twist and what story there was were so predictable that we had it figured out in less than halfway through the movie. The movie is pure ignorance. It did not satisfy even one of the criterion of enjoyability. In actuality, this could have been a good slasher flick, but the horrible casting, dreadful performances, and predictable storyline, when there was a storyline, just left me feeling robbed of my 101 minutes. I won't sit here and break down the entire movie. It doesn't deserve that. It rates a 1 out of 10 from ... The Fiend. 4 out of 11 found this helpful. I like how he signed his name at the end, like we couldn't see his username. Okay.
I would do the same thing probably because I'm used to like, well, you know, when you learn how to like write letters in school, you just try to make it all like in an email. Mm-hmm. Kypria. I would do that.
Like how you tag yourself in stories, horror hussy stories.
Yeah, so they know that I'm saying that because you know you have different
You could
opinions.
put like a dash, whatever. Yeah. That's weird that you tag yourself. Anyway.
Yeah, because we are in two different vibes. I don't want to claim that.
No, I know. I know we are. I know we are. I just try to say it other ways, but whatever. I have two short 10 out of 10s. I don't know why last night, like when I was like finding these, I think I was like delirious and I started reading them in Sofia Vergara's accent and I just cracked myself up.
Okay.
So can I?
If you want.
Let me see if I can conjure this up again.
Oh, okay.
All right. 10 out of 10. The best horror movie I have ever seen.
Pretty
BMW 13 GR. When I saw this movie, I like it very much. I sound like Raphael.
No, you sound like her.
It sounds like Raphael too. Because he has like the same level of English to Spanish, I feel like.
Yeah.
I liked it very much, but not all of my friends like it, and this was very strange to me. When I saw Scream,
sounds Russian, but
when I saw Scream 3, I wasn't scared as much as I did, and I know what you did last summer. I think it is unfair to say that Scream is better than I Know, because in Scream you were just scared, but in I Know, she was talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
You were both scared and anxious. 2 out of 2 found this helpful. Okay, so she's... Oh, I don't even know if this is a man or a woman. But I get
scared and
BMW.
anxious?
I was like, if it's not good unless you're scared and anxious. If you're just scared, it's not good.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So
I mean, do you have an opinion on the I Know versus Scream?
No. I like Scream a little bit better.
Really? I did not like it at all.
I mean, if I had to compare the two, they're neither one I don't like, and I would never watch in my own time again. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're bad. They're just not my favorite style of horror.
Yeah,
but,
same.
I like the plot twist in Scream better, but I don't even remember what the plot. If there was a plot twist, and I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I only remember the spoof movies. So when the Keenan brothers like would do other Screams, I only remember their plot twists. I don't remember the actual movies that they were spoofing. I just know the spoof movies, all the Screams, spooky movie and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was part of my youth and I enjoyed it at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But were you scared and anxious?
No, I wasn't scared. Yeah,
I felt like they go hand in hand. I didn't know they were separated. Being scared, I feel like you automatically have anxiety.
I know. I think I know what she means.
I guess
the anxiety, like,
yeah. I don't know.
Can't start the car, that kind of thing. I guess maybe that kind of anxiety.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hate that.
Yeah, I hate that in movies.
It drives me crazy.
It never gets old though. I do.
Or like trying to put find which key is the right one to let yourself in or out of. I hate it. Mm-hmm. Makes my skin crawl. Okay, one more 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Titled "What I Thought of This Great Movie" by Lil Devil JRE. I love this movie, even though it's old. I mean, okay, they wrote this in 2002, and they're already calling it old. Okay, whatever.
Oh, okay.
The 2003. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love this movie, even though it's old. I mean, wouldn't it be scary if that was your life and you were running from a killer? If you voted lower than a 5, just think how scary it would be. I mean, not like it would happen unless you live in a crazy place. Anyways, I love this movie. 1 out of 1 found this helpful.
I get it. I get what she's saying. Just like think about it. Like you kill somebody, you're trying to like cover your whole life and like run from your. Yeah, it's scary.
I mean, maybe an 11-year-old wrote this. I don't know.
Maybe, but I get her, 11-year-old girl. Like, it would be scary going to college and being depressed because, all your friends are like, don't tell anyone. Don't cleanse your conscience. Just bury it deep inside and don't worry about it. But you're like,
move on.
Like, no, this affected me.
like I need
killing somebody affected me. I would like to think that I have enough emotion that if I kill somebody by accident, I would feel something. But I don't know.
You don't.
We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah. All right.
Okay. That's it. So goodbye. So our next episode that you'll hear from us will be a release for Asian American Pacific Islander Month.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be my pick, and I chose The Vampire Doll, which is a Japanese horror mystery from 1970. It is a young man goes missing after visiting his girlfriend's isolated country home. His sister and her boyfriend trace him to a creepy mansion, but their search becomes perilous when they uncover a gruesome family history.
I don't remember how we ended the last one.
We usually say take it away, Raphael, but it's not
Like
for
he
this
didn't
one.
want you. Yeah, did we do that for this one? This series? I don't think
I
so.
don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know how we ended it.
Oh.
We just stopped talking.
No. Yeah. That's
Okay,
it, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Take care.
Oh, we have YouTube now.
Yeah.
Kypria made us a YouTube.
Yeah, go on there and subscribe. Subscribe.
I thought you said go on there and just cry.
No. Yeah. If you follow us on all our other platforms,
Yeah, give us
pop
a
over
follow.
there and give us a follow. That's it, guys.
All right, thanks.
Thanks. Take care of each other. And remember Jerry Springer at the end of his episode, I heard people like cat fighting, like their ghetto ass. She's like, he always does like something poignant. And he's like,
Yeah, he looks
we
in the
learned,
camera.
we learned today that sometimes the one you love is the one that you lost, and it's good to walk away, but never loved at all and loved before. So take care of each other and yourself, and then everyone will clap and like
all that shit didn't just happen.
I know, right? After all that shit just happened, yeah. All right, bye.
Bye.
I'm in
Bringing
obvious
bad energy.
bad dog mood, and it's
I
affecting
know.
the owner.
God, I know, right?
So I'm like, okay.
Insulted me and my dogs.
I tried a cat, but apparently
We're
it
all
wasn't doing
trying.
good enough. Holding my content for it.
I'm like,
Jesus.
are you a hater to other dog owners as well? Like
Yeah,
our other friends
but
with
Dana, I'm
dogs?
around them all the time. And
Yeah, you're
I
around
let
them
them out, and
way
I'll
more.
like, be like,
Yeah, you're like, I've seen these kids and I'm tired of seeing them.
yeah, feed them. I don't.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
help a lot with them. Thank you.
Okay, all right, let's try this again. Hey,
Okay. That's all right.
I don't know. We did this fine last time. I don't know why we're
Now we're, like,
so
overthinking
confused. All right, go ahead.
Ha ha ha.